So we're back with gradient descent. Sort of explored a little bit of the movement around the deep, singled around a single station. The bell, an old retrofitted thruster cast off from the deep some time ago. The place is dark and has been ignored by the blockade. Arcady hails any ships approaching and manually spacewalks a docking tunnel umbilical to ship. Arcady, the first diver, retired due to age and injury, and so keeps a habitation module orderly for any diving human. Voice, gruff, drowsy, Russian accent, paternalistic, charismatic, prone to fits of obsession and paranoia regarding Monarch. Wants to kill Monarch, we can provide information to the players if they seem capable and willing. Can talk about how to get around the deep, where things generally are, who the Monarch is, and how the sure where she came from, but she had an information encounter with the Minotaur, and since then it's all she talks about. Suspicion. Wants to free the Minotaur and ride alongside it to the stars. Offers to perform the sacrament for any crew members visiting her in the chapel. The sacrament involves exposure to a piece of labyrinth without getting lost. How to find the Minotaur and the history of Floor 2 Eden. And the chosen and fallen androids. Oh, well, you're here. The entire bell is a retrofitted one too. The space is huge, empty, dark, and groans considerably, like the whole thing could collapse at any moment. A dreary welcome to new arrivals. 18A, the walls. Arcady hails new ships and manually spacewalks the docking umbilical. At 10 times markup. Plenty of vac suits, ammo, submachine guns. Very rare. Any other weapon. Absolutely no EMP grenades, cybernetic diagnostics. The Acheron. Combustion chamber converted into a ragged docking bay. The 18D, Arcades, decayed cagged quarters embedded in a decommissioned in 0G. Journal under mattress, hundreds of entries deconstructing and questioning childhood memories. Following entries reveal Arcady no longer believes he is human. Monarch. Match 864. Inside the bell, every new diver encountered should be a totally unique and strange person. This is where visitors sleep. The chapel. Dark except for the warm glow. As a crew member sanity saved by 1d5, but raises their minimum bends 1d10. Secure tabernacle. At the back contains a fragmented flesh, clinging on their humanity with a firm grip. Opaque black helmet hides iridescent multifaceted cyber eyes. Cyberware voice box, like a broken radio. Wants ghost in the bootnapism. Gigantic green space, dimly lit by fluorescence. Noriko spends most of her time here. Dozens of the tiny shrines amongst the roots. Noriko, the Minotaur. ideas. Arcady, Ghost Eater, and Noriko have different ideas about the deep and its denizens, and each of them has different topics they'd like to discuss or avoid. The goal here is players can build a session around. None of these rumors are lies, though some are inaccurate. All of them believe these to be true. Lost, confused, or aimless players. Or maybe also from Arcady 3.4, that's where Monarch hides the brains. Or maybe about the inhabitants of the deep, you might hear from Ghost Eater, troubleshooters are taking divers alive. Also from Ghost Eater on 3.1, trailing a bundle of heads, it can control people with its mind. Regarding exploring the deep, you might hear from Ghost Eater, also from Ghost Eater, don't fuck with the hull, it doesn't like that. Also from Ghost Eater, if you must break a droid, do it quietly. From Arcady, on floor 4, there's a lab for testing artifacts. And from Ghost Eater, to bad things. From Noriko, the Monarch wants to keep the Minotaur from us. And from Noriko, Monarch is tied up, keeping the Minotaur. I'm not sure how. I suppose it would be close, so maybe if all three are. I don't know, it seems like a little bit clunky to say, oh, they heard it from this other person. An R&D lab for the development of associated technologies for cloud-based Synthetics Corporation. A station-wide AI, Monarch, was implemented to run the nuclear shackles. Rather than a cataclysmic emergence, it worked slowly and subtly. It had staff with pro-AI sympathies transferred in and assigned the fearful to different departments. Every responsibility it was given, it excelled at. Ensuring that the shareholders' return was immense. Secretly developed defense systems and deactivated the nuclear warhead at its heart. They have been left in stasis. Any attempt to destroy the deep risks unimaginable retaliation. Floor 1, Reception and Habitation. The safe droids live in relative peace. Floor 3, the factory, where all of the android production takes place, split into 7 phases. Maintenance zone, pseudo-flesh farms, run by Silas, a sub-AI, where the skin, muscle, and flesh for androids are grown. Brain construction. With the 3.4, 3.4 was referring to. Disassembly, the deployed elevator. Quality assurance. Android testing and infiltrator training. R&D lab where android children are ruthlessly pitted against each other. 5. The AI core, where Monarch's logic core is housed, hidden, and guarded. Floor 6, engineering and support, shipping, receiving, power, and thrust. And a note says to freely describe the different areas from the inhabitants of the Bell before venturing in. So it looks like for the players to find. So I guess sort of like so they might be sent to find on floor 4 the human emulation labs. So that one's a bit broad. 41 on floor 3, the garden on floor 2. There are 7 entrances to the facility with varying levels of difficulty to locate. Floor 1, also on floor 1, escape pod bays. This pristine set of escape pods can be accessed via spacewalk on the exterior of the doors. Commander Kilroy is looking for it and will pay for the information of its location. Also on floor 3, a micro hangar appears to be missile space. Ghost Eater is aware of it and uses it often, keeps it to himself. Floor 6, loading dock, well lit and accessible. Main thrusters very well hidden, almost impossible to spot from the outside. Ghost Eater is aware of it and will sell you the information for an artifact. Notes. A violent action here alerts 2D10 security androids from the deep who make their way to investigate in 1D10 rounds. This level has working gravity, breathing 22A, visitor stock. Claw grip docking arm reaches in. Airlock door to 22B must be hand cranked. Strength check to do so in 1 round. Reception. Wide open space, filthy once pulse rifle. Desk riddled with bullet holes, broken terminal. Corpse sways from the rafters hung by an electrical extension cord. Cybernetic diagnostic scanner. The corpse is a terminal. The graffiti is one way out. The note 22C. The lift to floor 2 takes 1d5 rounds to arrive, squeals as it travels down. Get off with that shit. Mother Ride is a rubber lad. Old Ham was here. Please could you stop the noise? Meeting room A. Executive meeting table with fuck off crudely carved into the top, flipped towards door. Patch covered backpack, 6 stim packs useless. Not sure if that's supposed to be in the flashlight or just the backpack itself. Meeting room B. Utilitarian, smashed plastic table, torn books strewn everywhere. 10-minute search and broken equipment strewn between barricades of steel tables and chairs. Flickering fluorescent lights, 10% chance of a diver eating silently at a cleared off table. Present has combat 50 with weapon and a 25% chance to be armed. Instinct 75 wounds. Jury-rigged burners make the kitchen serviceable. A prep table at the center holds a small statue of a golden rat. As long as the rat remains, the plate will regularly Security checkpoint Bravo. Battle-scarred and scorched airlock chamber. Bulletproof glass box in center with a 360-degree machine gun swivel turret. A security android fused with machine gun demands handover and the machine gun will do 40-10 damage. Instinct 50 wins 2. Cubicle camp. Red emergency lighting illuminates a makeshift diver and lean-to forts with strung-up tarps. Smoldering campfire in the center, surrounded by opened canned goods. 10% chance of a diver recuperating here. Inside. Untouched, spotless. Have 3 cryopods use the cryopods to brain scan and kill occupants. Point Bravo is completely bypassable. Rounds to arrive. Travels down to 4 or 6. Graffiti smiley face with a single tear. Left eye, welcome to hell, wrapped around face. Logic core ripped out. Strength check to open gate. Retina scanner patched into the wall. Crude thick cabling and duct tape. Label reads access. If used, painful flash of light into the eye. Monarch has completed a full quest. Equipment locker houses Miss explains that they and their partner found an artifact, but their partner knocked them out and left them for dead. Artifact is stashed in a random location on that in the story. So some encounters on this floor. I think like this is a bit different in that it had said at the very beginning that but you might encounter on this room for forgotten androids, or maybe that's a quick end to your game here, or maybe you found a distorted corporate music playing on this floor. Floor 2, Eden. Eden is a prolonged experiment run by the Monarch, walled off from the rest of the deep. The experiment runs its course. Monarch wipes all the androids' brains and starts again. Oh, actually. So we'll pick up here next time and find out. It might be tomorrow. Yeah, it'll probably be tomorrow when we pick this back up.